Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play in Equestria War. Now you may be wondering, but you had one yesterday. Why are you starting another one again? Well, that's because I really kind of sucked at Sombra, but now with my superior experience and actually knowing what to do, I'm not going to play Sombra again. Instead, I'm going to play Equestria itself as the namesake of the mod. All blue and sunshiny. At least it used to be. So, I'll be playing Equestria under Celestia. Now then, this is going to be a harmonious run. I'm going to stay harmonious. Because it will be a lot of fun, you know? I think it'll work a lot better if I actually stay that way. So, without further ado, I need to turn these off. So I'm not going to go Solar Empire, I'm not going to go Lunar Empire, I'm not going to go Communist. Instead, I'm just going to try to keep the values of the So. You know? Just have fun with it, you know? Be completely overpowered and wreck everything. That wasn't the So, right? Does that. Don't worry, it'll be done. This old thing actually technically should not be able to run this game. Keep that in mind. Equestria, the land of the ponies. The land of Equestria is the ancient home of pony kind. It was not always like this. Many hundreds of years ago, to free tribes of ponies, Unicorn, Pegasus, and Earth ponies were not united like in the modern day. Instead, argued and fought with one another. East pony tribes fought their superior in a way, but can only survive. But only together could they survive. Equestrian folklore says that the free leaders of the tribes were locked away in a cave in the middle of a blizzard, but that the only reason they survived was cooperation and friendship. Henceforth, the tribes were united under a common banner and flag. Equestria was born. For the longest time, Equestria has been ruled by Princess Celestia and her younger sister, Princess Luna, as part of the dualarchy. The two princesses are immortal alicorns that are powerful enough to raise and lower the sun and moon. The two sisters have been the guardians of Equestria for a long time, defeating great and dangerous enemies such as Discord, the Spirit of Chaos, or King Sombra of the Crystal Empire. Princess Luna eventually fell prey to jealousy, however, as the ponies did not appreciate the knights he brought and loved her time as much as they loved the day of her older sisters. He transformed into the wicked nightmare Moon and fought Equestria, but she was banished to the moon for 1,000 years by her sister in the process. Now, more than 1,000 years after this incident, Luna has returned, leaving her evil ways behind her, and returned to rule by her sister's side. Equestria faced new enemies, however, as the evil Queen Chrysalis has rallied to this union. Saint's lands under her supreme rule. In recent history, Chrysalis has carried out a failed invasion on Canterlot, the capital of Equestria. Princess Celestia was worried that she'll strike again, this time with full force. Ever since the banishment of the Nightmare Moon over 1,000 years ago, Equestria has protected itself through the elements of harmony. Today, these elements are embodied for 6 different ponies. The most prominent was the Twilight Sparkle, the element of magic, and the Princess of Friendship. Her and her 5 friends have faced defeated evil time and again and protected Equestria from tyranny and doom. The sky is glowing dark, however, as dark clouds gather on the horizon. May realize that friendship and peace may not be able to outlast and overcome the coming storm. As a new era dawns, the era that Equestrian's peace-loving citizens may not be ready for. And the reason you have stuff, I'm not to go down that whole spiel again. Okay, so I have updated. So new Zen rolls for Equestria itself. They got rid of stays and coups. As Red League actually does stuff now. Makes sure it works. Small fixes to the resistance. Lunar Zen rolls have been rebalanced. I'm not gonna sack that. Miscellaneous other fixes. Okay. Oh, they really did rebalance Equestria, didn't they? Now they start with, like, no equipment. Okay, no, they just start with everything to stockpile. Okay. Okay. This is a good composition for a standard army. Okay. Yeah, Soren's probably the best. And Prince Blue Blood. Can he? Yeah, he has to get charismatic. Okay, we can't get charismatic quite yet. Okay. We're not actually going to move anyone right now. Instead, we're going to be doing this. Now then, before we continue onward, Equestria has lots of fun national spirits. The home of pony kind. That was almost bad. Equestria's Danes and homeland of ponies haven't been inhabited for 1,000 years. This is a second. Okay, good. I just want to double check that. I thought I disconnected this thing. Okay, Alicorn Sisters. That doesn't even have a description, but it's really good. For magic of friendship, ponies were never warmongers. The magic of friendship lives in their hearts. Which is really kind of bad, because except for the phys recovery rate. But still, it's really rough to get rid of. Stagnation of harmony. For more than 1,000 years, Princess Celestia has ruled the lands of Equestria. Life is peaceful, slow, and mostly uneventful. As such, the country is less open to radical saints. which means it's really hard to get pretty much. Well, it's really hard to recruit new soldiers. Oh. So, Equestria has a huge national focus tree with lots of fun stuff, but I think the first thing we should do is Friends of Games examine the situation and go down and get these. Because there's such huge bonuses. So Friends of Games and then examine the situation. Hopefully see if the Strong Heart gets elected. It's a really hopeful thing. Okay, back onward to resource. Yes, let's get the basics down. So pretty much your major problem is the stagnation of harmony. It slows down your resources a hilariously high amount. What am I? Toad artillery. Okay. We have. Now, Equestria has a lot of fun decisions. Like they can do construction projects, which is huge and really nice. Now, these are new since I did not have Waking the Tiger before. Baltimore Aluminum, Apple Grove Mines, Freeside Steel Factory, Tungsten and Welcoming Hills, Develop the Caves at Niagara Mountain, Oil Deposits in Magical Plateau, Upper Unicorn Range Chromium Prospect, Oil of the Toxic Bug Mars, Tires and Hayseed Mars, Albion Aircraft Industries. Okay. See, you can get access to some pretty good stuff early on, but I want to save up my points to get these. Okay, sip yards. I have lots of resources, so I can be very, very active with them. Since I don't have that many, let's focus a bit more. And light cruisers are pretty new, but we have a carrier, but it doesn't take too long to build it. How long will it take to build a carrier if I invest all 12? In 1 year, it'll be done by then. Let's build a carrier. Because that's a level 2 carrier. Okay. Guns are good. We just need to upgrade a couple more. That's good. Oh, tanks. Let's make things all nice and organized. There. Okay. You start building up some civilian factories. That's a little too loud. I was on the wrong soundtrack. There we go. We have no divisions in basic strain. Leon Hoove's division is probably going to be best for a while. I want to strain for some royal armor, but that also doesn't take a bit too long. Now then, that's really good. It's strain 3Ds, and they're air droppable. And I'm honestly thinking about using them. Ah, they're special forces, okay. What am I lacking? Oh, motorized. Understandable. There, everything looks nice now. Okay. So we're going to leave the military spread out like that for a wide variety of reasons. We have so many resources will be good for pretty much forever. Okay, now that we need to reorganize the Navy. So there's the Celestial Sea Fleet. This has a carrier and what? 5 battleships? Okay, I did not know it was this powerful. Okay. Evening Squall. Or Mandor. Stronghammer. I'm thinking her. Because of that sortie efficiency. Oh, yeah. So I'm building that. I'm going to go a bit more carrier focused this run. Okay, what else do I have? Las Pegasus Port Fleet, the Lunar Ocean Fleet. Where are they? Where's the Lunar Ocean? Here, obviously. Northwest. There we go. Let's give you Evening Squall. Nightmare of Salmon. Cool. Okay, and then I'll reorganize the Mare Fleet and the Las Pegasus Port Fleet. Okay, we're gonna have 2 major fleets, but that's gonna take a while to build up. Okay, I think that's everything. So, yeah. Okay. Heartswarming Eve and Happy New Year. Several days ago, all ponies celebrated Heartswarming Eve, and now the New Year has come. Every pony on the street are staring an optimistic view into the future, wishing all strangers a Happy New Year, because actually, nobody's a stranger in Equestria. Good fun. I gained 5 political power. Now, unfortunately, there's going to be lots of fun things going on real quick. We need to keep an eye on you. Okay, versus technology. Oh, boy. So, yes, let's hope they don't go down the Elder route, because that would be quite dangerous. I might need to invade them. I don't really want it, because these will be bypassed if they're a subsect. Which means I can get down here and get this, get a 5th research slot, because I want to get all 5 of those research slots as soon as possible. Oh, so nice. I like the music for this mod. Okay, they're doing Winter Solstice first. Now then, also another important thing I'm going to need to do is increase presence of the Crystal Empire. Into that, I might want to do this, because they'll give me sus use bonuses. So I'll be thinking about it. It really depends on which route they're taking. And we does need to keep a very close eye on Stalingrad. And obviously the Sainslands. Now that I don't have Historic AI on, so it's probably one of those things where it's like, hey, you're not playing this game, time for them to go down their 4-axe route and have 4-axe win an unexpected victory, even though, yeah. Of course, then there'll probably be fun stuff going on in the east something I need to deal with. So, you know, I'm not, okay, how about this? If the Sainslands become harmonious, I'll go to Daybreaker. But until then, I'll stay harmonious. So it depends on what they're doing. What are they doing? Okay, they're crossing the resistance. Maybe they'll go fastest. Because then they'll do the Great Holy War and try to conquer us. Because then that'll be so much fun. So much war and pain on ponies, you know. This mod is a lot easier to handle, so long as you quickly forget that they're all ponies. It'll be a lot harder once they change the unit models. Okay. Yes. Can't allow the Philadelphia Railroad. I want to get all of these because that's quick and easy infrastructure. Good. Now I have a civilian economy. It gives me some very pitiful research bonuses. I can't actually increase these at all, however, due to equestrian laws. Due to, well, being a happy, peaceful nation, I can't actually do much. You have to get new high command and extreme measures before you can do anything. Because that starts getting rid of stagnation of harmony. Once you get rid of it, now then, I'm going to try to keep the values of the so I'm actually going to do all the top options. Because then I'm all nice and peaceful and stuff, and it's all nice and all good. Because I'm a good person, you know? Yeah. This is a fun mod. It's going to be a bit more peaceful for a bit longer, unless Sombra decides arbitrarily to come back. I can't... Oh, you're kind of sorry for doing this to you, but you can't actually do that. One of the oldest traditions... Oh. One of the oldest traditions of Equestria is the friendship games when ponies, griffins, and other folk participate in a number of sporting events. This event celebrates friendship and the understanding between all nations and people. Okay. Let's get... Yeah, examine the situation. And then these are 2 very important ones, but I'm going to hit this first. Friendship Games. The annual celebration of Friendship Games in Crystal City have just come to a close with Princess Celestia herself holding a movement speech about friendship and its importance for all of ponykind. The games went ahead without any major problems with ponies from all over Equestria, contenders and spectators alike traveled to the Crystal Empire for this festival occasion. Like every year, these games have helped ponies come together in friendship and tolerance, at least for the moment. We shall see whether this will have any major impacts on pony politics in the near future. Sears! I said that so much when I started that Crystal Empire thing. You have no idea how many errors I had. Oh, so you start with aces. Night Queen Glider, the Wonderbolt Squadron, Beatska Wagtail Gitsy. No aces on your... And Scroopy White Mares, Vapor Lightning Trail, and Bolterdass Bolty Bullcats. It's just great names. Okay, there. Oh, The emergency session of New Maryland's Commonwealth Congress has come to a close. This morning with a vote of 150 to 76 in favor, seeking immediate separation of the government from Equestria. This followed the collapse of negotiations between Equestria and New Maryland and the subject New Maryland sovereignty and the poor economic situation that ravaged the country. The oath has been applauded by many as the first true step on the path of independence. The government is general and many into ruling. UEP have remained mute on the matter. We can only blame ourselves. So yes, hope they don't go super communist and become Marisog. They probably will do that, so... Oh, thank goodness for uniting Congress. Wait. Yes, good. So, the only bad thing is if the Duke wins. It'd be hilarious if this is the playthrough where everything goes downhill. The Emperor is dead. After 40 long years, the Griffonian Emperor Grover V has passed away in the Imperial Palace. After a brief period of utter chaos in the capital, proper Regency Council was established to guide and care for Prince Grover VI and protect the Empire. After the situation was stabilized, a short private funeral procession was organized for the late Emperor as per his dying wishes. The ceremony was held in confirming Prince Grover VI's succession to the throne. Send our condolences. Okay. So, I can read all of Equestria's description, but I'm not going to do that this part. I'm going to do that next part. How's our Air Force? Our Air Force is actually really good. We just need to be careful with how we do our doctrines now then. Yeah. These are actually really nice and important. So, what's going to be important is the vote of no confidence. But I'm going to go down, reaffirm it into Princessdom. Because that gives me... I'm thinking... With all the things going on in the world nowadays, Princess Celestia hardly spends time with her sister Luna. Ponies don't see Luna on the beans very often because she's sleeping during the day. Princess Luna wishes for more attention from her sister as he fears dark powers will consume her once more. We love you, Princess Luna. Centralized power gives you really nice bonuses, so I'll probably centralized power, appease the ponies, and faith in the harmonic empire. That's really good. And then harmony isn't what it used to be. The bastion of the harmony and the arsenal of harmony is where I'm going. After the wars, I'm gonna have quite a long game. So hopefully this game will be a lot longer than, well, my last game, Preemptive Strike. Beaklini becomes Prime Minister. An intense week of backroom meetings between the King and Beaklini had finally produced a result. The King spoke to Alora's crowd in Kafrina, announcing Grutu Beaklini, leader of the far-right PNF, as Wingberty's new Prime Minister. Replacing the previous Gatek government, Beaklini has formed a new cabinet, surprisingly most with the inclusion of socialist ministers, and has promoted a swift end to the political deadlock. Experts are skeptical of the stance that there's a certain amount of hope that amongst the common Wingbertians, perhaps the Selfast and Duke may bring order. Interesting. So everything is turning evil. So hopefully the Crystal Empire is doing it. Okay. Oh. This is Zunk from the Crystal Empire. Let's just put them there and yeah. It'll discard the Crystal City in case Somber returns, which I can't actually tell about anymore. Okay. Ah, they're going down their boring route where they die. Stupid deer. Being stupid and all deer-like. The deer really are probably the most pitiful of races. At least the most pitiful government. They actually have pretty cool technology and stuff. I hope they add more territories with deer in them. Because as it stands right now, it's kind of weird how they only have, like, this is their home. They're only here. Oh yeah, we also have a colony over here. So, they've talked how they're going to be adding 2 new continents, but first will be a new zebra continent in the south, and then Saddle Arabia, which I hope is in the east, in the west. But I'm hoping that later they'll add farther to the east, their Azalite country, which is mentioned briefly in the So, with ponies with curved horns. Because then they can totally have a Zapan look like in this mod, and for it to be super grimdark and have Zapanese war crimes fully simulated. Okay. Let's build up some factories here, and let's build some infrastructure down here. Infrastructure is very important in this mod. I more appreciate it now that they actually have the so's to have infrastructure be more important. I fully agree in the base game that infrastructure pretty much shouldn't really exist as sus. Okay, see if the Strongheart actually got elected. As far as I know. Hopefully he gets elected, because then he'll actually like get annexed and stuff. And it's like, okay, because that makes things a lot easier. Okay, that's gonna take so long. It's gonna be faster to get this. Let's get that first. Okay. Okay. I think. Okay, so. The extensive report produced by an internal committee details a number of state issues varying from the first Sanslands to Stalingradian border disputes to ground Griffonian tensions to dissatisfaction of marginalized political advisors within the country. In addition, the committee was responsible for evaluating the current government plan promises in light. This responsibilities in light of these situations wasn't redeemed inadequate or wholly lacking. This comes as a shock to many opponents who view life in Equestria as being mostly tranquil and safe from the sensation of looming threat on the horizon. As such, many opposition papers at field day announcing the Equestrian government plays incapacity to lead the nation, while most of these are marginal and have little circulation. The factor clear. Equestrian needs to ready itself for what has yet to come. This is a wake-up call. And with that, once I start this up, Celestia School for Gifted Unicorns is Equestria's primary educational institute for many magically gifted. Has recently fallen on hard times. With some extra funding, we can renovate its facilities and increase the quality of education young unicorns will receive, as well as increase resource capacity of our nation. And with that, I will leave it up for next time. Thank you so much for watching. Let's play Equestria War as Equestria, hilariously enough. Harmonious route. And I'll see you next time tomorrow. Maybe I'll do 2 double feasters in a row. But I'm thinking, since this is just an additional report, I'm going to alternate between this and do my Italy game until either one is done. I think the Italy game is going to finish first, at which point the Italy game will then transition to a Kaiserreich game, and I'll have another double feaster for its premiere. So thank you so much for watching, and I would once again thank you. Maybe you can like subscribe and stuff. I'm thinking that once I hit a certain view and subscriber count, I'll start a Patreon too. So see you next time, and have a good night.